Hello and welcome to Baggies View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by West Bromwich Albion correspondent Chris Lebkowski. Hi Chris.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the Stoke game first of all and have a look back there. There was a chance missed near the very end of that game that could have given West Brom all 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite interesting seeing the team before the match. I think everybody really was surprised by the return of Mate and Carson, both of whom were cheered on their last appearances for the club. But, you know, Roy Hodgson's come in and he's come in without any prejudice, really. He's willing to give everybody a chance. He's got no sort of preconceived views of who's good and who isn't, if you like. And they played really well. Carson, in fairness, he got fairly battered and bruised during the first half facing the lap throws. Stoke have a habit of putting one man either side of him, with Jones sort of barging into him, if you like, and he coped well with those. Mate again played very well, won his headers, which was important. Certainly got the better of John Carew, who looked fairly poor throughout, really. And at the end, I think there was a general feeling that Albion could have won it. Carlos Vela, of course, popped up with the goal. Was it offside? Definitely. You know, these things sometimes go in your favour. And he could have scored a couple at the end. So, all in all, it was a deserved point. And looking back, actually, yeah, they could have claimed all three.
I'm just looking ahead a bit now, Chris, to the game at St Andrews. It's a tough game against a local rival, and it's not a place that many teams go and actually pick up a win. But saying that, Roy Hodgson probably will be looking at this as a place where 3 points is a possibility. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Albion's next few games involved Arsenal and Chelsea and Tottenham away. Are all on the horizon, and indeed Liverpool as well. So they have got some very tough games coming up. Birmingham away, as you rightly say, is a tough game. Whether the dynamics of that game have been changed somewhat by the Carling Cup success, we don't know. We don't know what kind of mood Birmingham will be in, whether they'll have one eye on the celebrations the following day. I suspect there will be a sense of euphoria at St Andrews following last week. It will be the first time the fans have seen the players since then. It's up to Albion really to ruin that, and I have to say, with seeing what I did on Monday and the way Albion were set up, I think Albion fans can go into that game with a little bit more confidence than they would have ordinarily. I suspect they'll be very well drilled again. They'll know what's coming at them, and it's a good chance for Albion to certainly get enough points, but preferably try and get all three, which I think they really need to try and do.
And I suppose Roy Hodgson will begin telling his team, let's build on the back of a strong defence and see if we can nick it at St Andrews.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't expect to see many changes to the team. People want Carlos Vela to play from the start. I don't agree. I think if you look at the way Albion is set up at the moment, they're very much happy to soak pressure, allow teams to play and catch them on the break. Now, although Vela would be ideal for that kind of role, you know, what a player to bring on for the last 20 minutes or so. I think if there's one thing I would like to see is to see Carlos Vela maybe given a half-hour run or 25-minute run towards the end, rather than, say, 15 or 10 that perhaps he has been getting. I think he could be a major asset during the coming weeks, but I'm not so sure he's the right player to bring on or to have on from the start in such a game. But, you know, Albion have got to get something really on Saturday, so... you know, if they can perform as they did at Stoke, they'll give themselves a great chance.
OK, Chris, well, thanks for that today. We'll be back again with more Baggies View next week.